York product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. New York product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified, qualified West Side host, Steve Lucky Luciano. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you've tuned into the greatest show on earth. It's the Hard Luck Show. Coming at you from the bunker in Southern California. Yeah. On my left, my co-host, my partner
is Chumahan Bowen, American Indian, Southern Californian, elegant barbarian.
Yeah.
What
the hell?
The fuck? Come on.
What?
Come on. American Indian, baby. DJ Shoe.
And on sound, old Blue Eyes.
Sean Lewis, certified audio professional, engineer.
Yeah.
For the whore. Love. So. What is this? J Electronica.
Look at Steve's face. He's like trying to take
You guys
it
better
in.
wake the fuck up, man.
Look at Steve's
Drink
face.
some goddamn coffee or something.
Look at Steve's face. Man. Here we go. Wait a second now. Who is this phenomenal? Look at this specimen that's walking in right now.
Oh, hey.
Who is this specimen? It's got to be made by science. This is science fiction. This guy's too healthy looking. Too muscular.
Bionic Man.
The Bionic Man.
Yeah. There you go. Some West Side shit, you know? You know about that West Side shit, man. We're built differently out here.
Where your Cuban links, nigga, where your rollies at? Where your big booty
The marathon.
Yeah.
So
what's that mean?
we got a guest in here today.
Yeah?
Yep. The gentleman we've been trying to get in here. We've been talking a little bit. This gentleman has been on a journey, man. And he's one of ours from out here. And, his life took a journey. And a close friend of mine was getting at me about this gentleman and his journey and his life and where he's at today and where he came from and went through. And, man, he linked me up with this gentleman, Sean. And we got on the phone. We started talking.
Wait a minute. What friend? Who hooked
Friend
you?
of mine.
Who?
Friend of mine.
Who? You can't name him? Is it one of the unnamables?
No, he's a name.
It's an
Nick Leo.
Nick
Leo.
Who's that?
Nick Leo.
Nicotine Nick?
Nicotine Nick.
No shit.
Nicotine Nicodel Leo.
Yeah.
Hits me up and he's like, hey, man, he's tight with his ex, Michelle. He's like, he's telling me about, like, how she's got the personal trainer. He's like, oh, you got a
Personal trainer.
And he's like, yeah, man, this guy did some time in the joint. He was gone for a while. I'm like, he's a trainer now? He's like, yeah, he did this and that. And he started telling me, and I'm like, wait a minute. He goes, yeah, man, you need to meet this guy. You guys need to talk. You need to talk. This story's incredible. He's telling me more and more about it. I'm like, shoot me his number. Do an introduction. So he introduces us. Real quickly, me and him just hop on a call together.
Yeah.
And Sean starts to tell me about his life, man, his experiences. And, he starts telling me kind of what he had to go through and what it had transpired in his life and where he's at today.
Right.
And I was vibing this dude, man, and feeling him, and we were talking. I was like, man, I'd really like to. Your story, the little bit you've told me, is so inspiring, and I want to bring this to a platform and share your story and you with our guests. You need to come in and meet my partners, and we spend a lot of time in the gym. We enjoy fitness and all that, and man, we want to hear
Hey, have
your
you
story.
worked out with Big Lux yet?
No.
Oh, shit.
This guy,
Trying to put him to the
Oh, shit.
So I tell Sean,
Does he
come
still
on
got
in.
it?
So I invited him in. So today we're having Fitness Sean in the house. Let's welcome Sean to the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Hey, right now our marketing intern, Special K, just walked in. He's kind of skinny. Can you work with that, Sean? Like, can you put some muscle on that, dude?
Start him somewhere.
Yeah. Right? Just start him on the bands first before he gets to the iron.
It's our
right?
marketing intern.
Yeah, get him with the bands. All right. So, all right. So then, so look, we heard the big one. We heard the big talk. We heard a bit about the journey. Where does the journey start for you, Sean? Like, where does it start actually? Like,
where you from? Where you grow up at?
Well, I'm from West LA. I'm from West Los Angeles. But I was born mostly in Inglewood. So I was born and raised by my.
Born mostly in Inglewood. Like part of you was born like on one side.
Yeah, I was born actually in West Los Angeles, but I was raised mostly in Inglewood, California.
All right.
I've been living there since '97.
Okay.
Yeah. So I pretty much grew up as like a single child, raised by my mother and my grandmother, no father around. My dad was in and out of jail. Since I was 2. My dad was addicted to crack, so that pretty much took over his life. And so,
hey, when you're coming up, like so when you're coming up and your dad's got an addiction like that, right? How do you mentally like rationalize that to yourself growing up?
I mean, you don't really understand it yet. You don't really understand what it is that's so strong enough to take him over to where he's removed from your household and raising you. You don't
in the beginning then, right? Like you don't fully understand it. As a little kid, how do you explain the absence?
I mean, the absence is prevalent all around you. Like all of my friends grew up with no father in the household, so it seems like the norm.
Okay.
So it doesn't really make you pay attention or process the fact that you also don't have a father within your household.
Right.
Because all of my friends, and maybe I don't know, maybe I gravitated towards them because they also didn't have no father.
You guys had commonality, but you didn't notice it at the time.
Exactly.
How old are you when you realize what's really going on?
I say about maybe like 13.
What's that initial impression like when you finally realized? Like, how did you finally realize what was really going on?
When you come to that age where you're like in your young adolescenthood and you start like trying to figure out like how to become a man. For example, like when you start in middle school and you start liking girls.
Yeah.
How do I talk to a girl?
Right.
How do I interact with a girl? Like these things that require you to have some type of to be able to follow some type of role model of what a man looks like, and you have no model around you, no template, nothing to follow, no guidelines. You can't create something from nothing, right?
I don't know. No, you know what? We talk a lot about this. Like, we all have come from this thing, right? And now that we're actually talking about it, I'm starting to think about it. I mean, yeah, it's true. You didn't have a personal connection with your father, right?
Yeah.
But we do know there are role models through music and television.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
You are picking up like, oh, okay. But I'm talking about, like, I'm thinking about myself when I realized that my dad had a full-blown alcoholism problem. Like a real one. Not like, oh, there was a time and then all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, this guy is fucked up.
Yeah.
And then for me came the decision of like, am I going to go down that road or am I going to avoid it? Right?
Right.
And then, I don't know if you're anything like me, you say, I'm going to avoid it, and then you go down the road.
Right.
Right? So I'm saying for you, at what point do you like, oh, fuck, this same shit they're talking about, this person addicted to that and this and that, that's my dad.
Right.
When did you come to that realization, and like, what was it for you at that time? How did it impact you?
Like I said before, I think I kind of just avoided processing it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't necessarily want to deal with the pain of like why my dad personally wasn't around.
Right.
And in fact, I think it just made me more curious as to the lifestyle around drug and criminality.
Right.
Like, what was it so powerful within this realm that pulled my dad away from me? So it kind of made me curious.
Right.
And it also kind of like sets your identity in a sense, because now you're like, well, this is what I come from. Right. So you're not really sure, like, hey, like, you're better than that. You can become X, Y, Z.
Right.
You're like, this is what I come from. Maybe this is what I'm destined for.
Right.
Who knows? I haven't figured it out yet.
Right.
So part of it was that, just accepting like maybe this is a part of my identity being from where I come from, and then also just avoiding not processing the pain correctly.
Right.
Like,
That
who
makes
te-
total
who-
sense
who
to me.
teaches us?
Or the confusion. You know?
Yeah.
Right,
Like
yeah.
who teaches us how to process these things?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody. And it's interesting that you say that because, so in psychoanalysis, the French theorist Jacques Lacan talks about how important it is, not important, how influential it is for children that are coming up, right? That one of the parents is pulled in a direction that seems to be more powerful than the love for the kid. Mm-hmm. When children start to see that, just as you just like absolutely said, they start to understand like, wait a minute. There's something more powerful out there. What the fuck is that? Right? What the fuck is that? And that leads itself to, just as you said, like identity things. And I think for all of us here, right, that is something that I don't think people really appreciate. Because it doesn't even have to be in this realm. It could be in the realm of other industries. It could be in the realm of biker gangs. It could be in the realm of anything where the child, as she or he is coming up, they've got a close bond with the mother figure because they got the breast with the milk in it.
Right.
Right?
Right. 100%.
Okay. And then there's this other part that's got some control over the mother. They have a parent that's over here that is part of the equation. The kid doesn't fully understand it yet.
Yeah.
But these two together has made my existence.
Right.
Children are smart enough or logical enough to understand that as they're putting the pieces together as to like, how the fuck am I even here? I think that's fascinating what he's saying, and I mean, I'm appreciative of the directness in which he was able to lay that out. There's a lot of people that are still avoiding all that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
For sure. I just wanted to say, like,
Go ahead.
I think as I was growing up, my mom, she actually like articulated the absence of my father in a good way, like in a way that was fair to him. Like she didn't like say, "Oh, your dad's a piece of shit,"
Right,
et cetera, et cetera. She's like, "Your dad has a strong drug addiction, and it's really strong. It's not something that you play with, and it's something that can remove him from out of your life." And I'm like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah, but like, you know what? You're saying that, but I'm also thinking to myself, like, when you look at tribal societies, there's a piece of the warrior culture where the person says to the kid, like, "Hey, this ain't anything to fuck with. It's some real powerful shit." Right. But that almost pulls you into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
When I was in juvenile hall,
Yeah.
and they had a program where dudes were coming from state prison
Yeah.
to come talk to us.
Yeah.
At like a juvenile. That shit for 99.9 of us got us excited to go to prison. We couldn't wait to get up there.
Right.
It glorified it. And they were like, well, you don't want to take this, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Gladiator school.
It's that same thing.
Right.
It's that same thing.
Gladiator
Exactly.
school.
Yeah. I just think that we're prone to like test our limitations. You
Well,
know,
that-
whether they be good or bad.
Absolutely.
Men especially.
Yeah, exactly.
We're trained that.
Yeah. And then we're talking about being in the age where, like, I was just watching a Chris Rock Tambourine just came out on Netflix, and he was like talking about stop telling your kids they're special, like they're not special. I don't give a fuck about your kids. You know what I mean? But we all just think that we're special enough to be able to handle and deal with these things that people try to tell us.
Yeah,
to
but
avoid.
bro, listen. When people tell their kids they're special, they're not telling them they're special for the kids' sake. They're telling the kids they're special so that they look like good parents.
Right, heavy.
Right.
That's real.
Yeah.
Right?
Real.
And that's why a lot of children, I think, like when they get into adulthood, when they're finally faced with the chaos that's actually life. Because life, I mean, dude, I was just thinking about this. They can't cope.
Right.
They can't cope because their whole parents' way of raising them was to make themselves look good.
Right.
This is my identity card as my kid, right?
Sure.
And I'm telling the kid it's special because that's what good parents do, and I'm a good parent.
Right.
Versus dealing with what you really have on your hands, right? Another human being who basically, like, time traveled to this world and has no clue yet what's really going on.
Right.
Like I got my daughter, 16 months, right? And I watched her go through a period where she didn't know what a shit was. Think about that. I mean, fucking, like, tigers and fucking dogs and all that stuff, they never go through a confused shit stage. Right? Like, they know what's up. I gotta take a shit. But my daughter, she didn't know exactly what was happening. Right. And she was crying for like 3 months because she'd be like, and she was trying not to shit. And we were trying to tell her it's okay to shit. Only human beings go through that.
Right.
There's no fucking hyena that's crying because it doesn't know what a shit is.
Right. Or having the mom explain it to him.
Right. Now she's pooing no problem. Doesn't even think about it. But she had to go through a conscious phase of like that. So that's the level at which the human... This is what I think people don't understand about childhood. The human brain is so much more intelligent and complex, even at these early stages, that it's ahead of itself. It's so far ahead of itself that its own instinctual body functions confuse it for a little while until you settle the brain down and say this is going to happen all the time and you're not going to die and it's going to be okay, and then the brain can stop being conscious of that and move on to the next thing, which could be language. And this is why, like, when you're coming up, you don't even question yet, like, what the family is. You don't know. There's no, like, genetic... The zygote and the fetus isn't in the stomach coming out expecting to see a man and a woman. Right. It really isn't. So it can come out and see, like, 8 women. And it's not until a certain level of awareness from the child, then it looks at all the rest of the world, that the child will be like, hey, where's the man? Wait a minute.
Right.
Before that, it's like whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So we're dealing with all those levels, which is why. So when you say, like, it's some powerful shit and it's got a hold of your dad, I could even envision a kid, a son, being raised on fucking, Dungeons and Dragons or goblins and shit, and then hearing a story about your dad being controlled by drugs and thinking, I'm gonna tame that shit. Like, it's my thing to save my dad. Not that I'm gonna change him from doing what he's about. I'm gonna face the same demons,
but I'm gonna do better.
And I'm gonna do better.
But I think it's, man, like,
that's just a possibility.
Right. It is, bro. You're talking to somebody who it happened in my life.
What do you mean?
With Vincent, Vincent, really, like, I started disappearing at age fucking. I was disappearing and it's like going to prison, but then I was all good and raising him. And at 13, I relapsed, and he started seeing this thing that was pulling his dad, who's his full-time coach in baseball with them all, like partners, all of a sudden not showing up. And I think my daughter and my son were both like, what is this thing? But my son was like, he tells me. He knew early on something was up, and he was kind of tripping on what that was and inquisitive, and he ended up doing the exact same drug eventually. In the same way, the same thing. And it's like, I thought I was hiding something when the whole time is the more I fucked with it, the more he wanted to know. What was it that Dad's fucking...
Right.
And true the same way, my dad was a fucking real piece of fucking work, but his shortcomings in life and his failures, I thought for years and years and years, because I carry his blood, I'm going to have to experience the same thing.
Exactly.
Like I don't know where that ideology comes from.
It comes from society.
But it's very, very real. It's very real.
Yeah.
That whether I want to or not, my destiny is in what I'm witnessing in my father, And sorry to say that it took me until my 40s, to really start taking a look at some of that, and understanding that these are not truths, that this is not the way unless I decide that it is in my head.
Right.
And then coming through that, getting to listen to my son and his take on it. And this shit is really, really powerful, almost primal shit in us, bro, that we do. But I don't want to interrupt. I want to let you go on.
No. So then, all right. So you're dealing with this thing. You have questions, and then you start to maybe go down that path because you're like, that's my identity. Then what happens?
So I just continue to go through this process of like being around, you know, like your neighborhood drug dealer, your neighborhood gang member. And,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of select like who you want to look like.
Right.
Who do you want to be like?
Right.
This guy kind of like looks like something I want to be like. And so you
Right.
kind of like mimic, follow, walk, talk, dress like this person. And then you go through a process of realizing what works for you and what doesn't. Like that's his style. That ain't mine. You know what I mean?
Wait a second. What's the best part about hanging around drug dealers? What's the best part? What's the fun? What's the most fun?
Just watching the attraction that they get from people, the attention that they get from people because of what they got.
Yeah. And then
know?
what's the worst part about hanging around drug dealers?
Not seeing them around because they went to jail. Hey, what happened to Woozy?
Yeah.
Talk about that story later.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
You
that.
attracted the wrong people.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. And then, okay, so then and what didn't work for you when you were like, all right, I see that works for that person, but I'm going to put my own little crease in the flare. Like, what was your deal?
You know, just trying like, you know, just trying certain type of like crimes. Like I'm not a drug dealer.
Why?
I don't got the patience.
What do you mean?
I don't have the patience to stand on the corner, post up, go re-up, try to save my...
Did you try?
I did for a very, very short period.
So,
And
like,
it's
what
just not
happened?
enough.
Tell me about that. That's
just-
crazy because
it's just-
everybody thinks they can be a drug dealer. Everybody thinks that.
It just wasn't my thing.
No.
Like,
No.
I'm telling you, it was like a very, very short-lived
No.
thing.
Okay, so you said, all right, I'm gonna give this a shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you had like a big homie or somebody that was gonna
actually my friend who had a big homie who was like, yo, like we selling weed,
Let's
we
make
selling
some
pills, let's try to do
business.
this. And I'm like, I tried it, it just wasn't my thing.
Hold on.
Paranoid about having drugs on me in school. I'm like, yeah, this ain't my thing right here. You know
Wait
what
a
I
second.
mean? Trying to hide it from my mom. You know, trying to save my money and not spend my re-up money to buy some Air Force Ones. Like, yeah, this ain't my thing, man. I don't have the patience for this. You know? So
all right, hold on a second. So they fronted you a little whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're trying to hide it from your mom, right?
Right,
So what do you
exactly.
got? Like in the gym bag or like on
backpack, can't hide it right. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That type of stuff.
Right.
So,
All right,
yeah.
hold on, because
like you
I want the granular. I want the granular. So then you're going to school, and then like how paranoid were you? Like you were walking around with like what? Like a lid,
Maybe
like a break.
like a gram,
Right, in your shoe or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the little pocket of the jean, the little pocket. You thought that was a cool hiding spot, you know? Not knowing security been on this for 20 years, and you think you're doing something new.
And so like
You
you're
know what I
sweating.
mean? Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm too nervous for this.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
can't
I'm
do
cool.
this. Let's move on to something else.
All right, so then let me ask you this: what aren't you too nervous for? Like, what were you able to handle?
My thing was residential burglaries. That's how I started off.
Nice.
Residential house burglaries. Yeah.
And because you know what, I'm actually
Were they
reading.
pushing you through the doggy door?
No, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Yeah.
The doggy door, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Listen, I'm right now.
How everybody starts. You start through the doggy door.
Yeah.
I'm
Through
reading a
breaking
book
in.
called Confessions of a Jewelry Thief.
Oh.
And this guy got away with it. 30 years. He stole jewelry from celebrities and everybody. Never had a partner. Okay? Dude is serious dude. And he walks you through it all because statute of limitations is run on everything. He did go to jail, but not for
A long time.
not for jewelry. He anyway, but what's interesting is he goes through what it is to really break and enter. And he like would case a joint, and he would like he said when you know what he said? He said he would post up in Florida. Fuckers with big fucking 17 karat and all these idiots. And he would say, these guys are fucking idiots because they would wear all their shit. Guy like me, that's just like a menu. That's like showing me the menu of what to order.
Right.
You're showing off, but you're showing me what I could steal.
You looking like filet mignon.
Yeah.
That's how this dude would look at everything, right?
Everybody's a mark.
Right.
Well, he was saying, dude, he stole from Arm & Hammer. He stole from Phyllis Diller. He stole from big name fools and got away with it.
Yeah.
All right. And he said he stole from Johnny Weissmuller, the old Tarzan dude. He said the best way.
The thief.
This guy.
This guy's a scumbag.
I love that guy.
I love that guy. He got Tarzan.
He got Tarzan, and he said he felt bad. He said he stole Tarzan's
He felt
shit.
so bad he put it back.
No.
Yeah.
He said he did feel bad because everyone in the press made a big deal about how Tarzan got stolen from because the guy had to climb up a bunch of stuff, right? Like Tarzan. And he said that the one thing he did have was the swimming medal from the Olympics that Johnny Weissmuller. Yeah, and he felt so bad about it that he flew to another city and mailed it to him anonymously, and that Johnny Weissmuller in the paper said that he appreciated that the thieves had the class to send him back his Olympic medal. But he got Weissmuller. He said, a lot of people don't realize this, but like if you're on a golf course, right? A lot of people want the good view on the golf course condo. He said it's a terrible idea because number one, he said it's easy to case from the golf course because they don't light up a golf course at night. And there's lots of fucking trees and shit. So he said, like, dude, I love that. You want second story, third story on the golf course, overlooking the golf course? I can't wait. He'd go there at night, and he said, also, there's never anybody patrolling golf courses at night, ever. There's nothing going on, nothing to steal. So he would sit there and case out these fucking condos, and he would count which one was Weissmuller's, and he had his whole system set up, and he had a grappling hook. He would practice every day, swear to God.
Ninja.
Every day, so his upper arms were really strong, right? And this dude would climb up, and he said people never lock the sliding glass doors on an upper level floor because they just assume most people aren't going to climb up there and get in there.
Oh, wow.
He said Weissmuller's thing was wide fucking open. He figured out when the guy would go to fucking dinner with his broad, went up there and just cleaned him out. Cleaned him the fuck out. Cleaned out a lot of people. So when you do these residential burglaries, like, do you case it? Like, do you walk it?
I'm talking about I'm 11 years old.
I'm not casing shit.
Yeah, he's talking about doing my homework for a burglary. I'm not
Like,
doing
there's
my
no cars in the
homework
driveway?
school.
There ain't no cars in the driveway? Nobody home?
Yeah, how many
it's been
golf
time-
courses are there in Inglewood?
I had to think none.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
So
But
wait,
now,
so how does an 11-year-old get into a house?
usually the side bedroom window.
Side
Yeah,
bedroom
yeah,
window.
the bedroom window. Never go through the front door. Well, first you could be a knock bandit, but that's played out. Knock.
Yeah.
See if anybody's home.
Yeah.
Then go through the side. Go
Yeah.
through like either the bathroom, the shower, that small shower door.
Yes.
That's one thing people never even think to close a lot.
You are so right,
You
dude.
know? So, and obviously being little enough, we could fit through something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
so-
when you get through, then what do? You run and unlock another door and everyone
yeah,
comes in?
let the homies in, through the front door,
Uh-huh.
or whatever. And then we do our thing. Look
Yeah.
for whatever we look for: jewelry, money,
Right.
guns.
But
Clothing.
what about a safe? Did anyone ever try to carry out a safe or like a small safe or anything like that?
Yeah, but that usually doesn't work out because the safe is too heavy. We're too little. We look
Yeah.
stupid running down the street with a safe. Like, like you will get caught. Like
Yeah.
The jewel thief's first
Yeah,
hit was
yeah,
a safe.
yeah.
And he said the exact same thing this guy said. He
it's
said
just too much.
Yeah, he's like,
It's too
dude, it
much
was
work.
crazy.
Yeah, if you can't get in there, then leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't try
Right.
to take the safe out.
What's the biggest score? What's the biggest score you guys got?
As a kid, maybe like $3,000. Yeah,
That's a lot for a kid.
Yeah.
Hey,
exactly.
that's a lot of fire sticks,
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we was shoe heads, so we spent our money on shoes. You know, what I mean?
yeah.
That was the thing going to middle school. You know, shoes
Right.
and shit. So, yeah.
And then, but then eventually you got caught up.
I got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? How'd you get caught?
I actually was walking with a friend. It was spontaneous. I'm like, yo, let's go hit a lick. Like, it was the middle of the day, like during the school week. And I'm like, let's go hit a lick. And so we just saw this random house, tried to go in the back. But what happened was I picked up a chair, and the chair was dusty. The grass was wet. So my shoe prints got exactly into the chair. So the guy was home. He's like, hey, what the fuck? And he chased me, and we ran into like a shopping center, and he reported it already. The sheriff was already in the shopping center. So I had a fucking jersey on. Jersey had a number. Guys wearing a jersey with a number 32 on it.
Damn.
So it's not like you looking for somebody with a black shirt.
Right.
You're looking for a guy with a 32 with a jersey.
Right.
So got caught, took me back to the scene. Guy verified that we was the ones who went in the house, and
God damn.
that was the first time I got caught.
How often did you think back to that moment and be like, fuck, if I would have just not fucking sense.
I realized how stupid I was.
Yeah.
Like to hit a lick with a jersey on. Like, you know, to step in a chair that left my footprint. Like I never forget that, because when they took me in to process me, I had some Jordans on. I just got them. And they took my shoes from me. I'm walking around the station with no shoes on. And they're like, we're taking your shoes. I'm like, you serious? He's like, yeah, the evidence. Never got those Jordans back.
Nope.
Damn.
Never
got those back, man.
Some detectives' kids got them.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. So I just realized how stupid I was. So I stopped doing that shit the first time I actually got caught.
Yeah.
You know.
And then
that didn't work.
But eventually you went away for a while, right?
Eventually, like at some point, maybe a few months later, I got caught up for a robbery at school. You know, robbed somebody at school. This was a point where Nextels came out. Chirp, chirp. Everybody wanted those Nextels. Took a kid's phone and shit, and I was already on probation for this residential house burglary.
They couldn't wait to violate you.
Violated my ass and sent me straight to the halls for the first time. So
yeah, and what's the halls like for the first time?
You don't know what to expect. Like, this is the first time you realize that you're not going home. You're not going home to your comfortable bed with your mama and your video games and all that stuff. You realize, like, oh shit, you're sitting in the cell for 3 days waiting to be processed. You know, like, shit is real when you realize your mom ain't there. Right. And now it's just you and you solo and by yourself.
What did your mom...
That's some cold shit right there when you're a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
What did your mom say when she found out?
She didn't know how to process it.
Damn.
She didn't understand how to process it. I'm pretty sure a lot of like what resonated with her is that I was already going down the path that my father went down.
Did you have to, did she give you, were you embarrassed and ashamed when your mom looked at you and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, for sure. But like, she still had my back. Like, not to clean it up or anything. You know, she was very disappointed, very hurt, because like her whole mission, like, she left my dad so I didn't become like my dad.
Right.
So for me to take that path made her, like you said, like, a parent's kids are their identity card.
Yeah.
So she felt like she was failing.
Right.
They took her identity card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it was for her. She made it about herself, and then she realized, like, yo, I just needed to have my son's back regardless.
Right.
This is my son.
She's a mom after all.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Damn, man. Life is fucked up, bro, because no matter how hard, like as a parent, no matter how hard you try certain things, life's going to throw you a fucking curveball.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to throw that shit right back in your face.
Yeah.
It's just nothing you could do about that.
Yeah.
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 But it's life.
It is life. But some people don't learn the lesson that there's only so much you can control. And after that, it's just about how you respond to it.
Yeah.
Right?
So what finally led to the okay, so you went to juvenile hall. How long were you there for?
A month.
A month.
Yeah. They gave me some more strict probation, like formal probation or something. They let me out on formal. I was
Double
already
dog
on probation.
probation.
Yeah, exactly. We got to check in and all that shit.
Right. And so how long did you stay out there on that before
So I stayed out for about 5 months. After your first time getting through jail, like, I think that kind of changes you, because you realize you done made it through the worst.
You're not that scared anymore.
Yeah, you realize, like, we talked about testing limitations.
Yeah.
You realize you can handle limitations, you can hold your own. So it kind of makes you feel like you're tougher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your level of invincibility goes up.
Did your friends treat you different when you came out? Like,
because I was the first to go to jail. So, I had to walk with I had to walk with a different type of step.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, but
they ask you a dumb question, you smack them in the face. Like, don't talk that stupid shit around me, man.
Did you get raped? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, dog.
That is hilarious. So then, but then at some point you had to go to like big people jail, or no?
Eventually, at some point. So
you said eventually at some point I did.
Eventually at some point I did. Fast forward, I went back for another robbery 5 months later. Did 8 months in camp. Did my time there, realizing I wasn't as tough as I thought I was the first
How
time.
did you figure that out? What showed you weren't as
Being
tough?
tested by people who from, rougher areas like Watts and Compton. Like, I'm from little old Westlake, Inglewood,
Right.
like pretty boy shit.
Yeah.
You getting tested around people a little bit tougher than you.
Did some of them zero in on you because they were like, "Look at this guy"?
Especially because I don't bang.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm really solo. I'm not connected with anything. So I'm like,
Yeah.
see, I'm appeared to be weaker. You know how that is, man. So,
I mean, no, I don't. What do you mean by that?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm like, what you trying to say, Sean? No, I don't know how that is. No, man. No.
No.
Yeah, so I went through that. I did my time again, got out, and I tried to I made a conscious effort to really try to change. I really wanted to stop going to jail. I wanted to turn it around, not be on probation, not fuck up. I already saw that this shit was getting worse.
Yeah.
So I kind of buttoned myself up a little bit and started getting more serious into school. My mom always pushed education on me.
Yeah.
No matter what I was doing, she was serious about education.
Yeah.
So I just put my head in school, and eventually I got off probation. But that kind of made me feel like I was free.
Yeah.
Like free to do whatever I wanted to do
Yeah.
again. And so, you always got that beast living inside you, man.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
All
And
the
you don't
time.
realize that. And I remember having a conversation with my mom after I got off probation. I started hanging around the same homies again. And my mom, I never forget these words. She was like, how can you stop expecting to go to jail and you still hanging around the same people? Thinking that me going to jail, that's the one thing about being young. You're
stupid.
You undermine influence. You don't realize that the stupidest motherfucker could influence you.
Right.
And so
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
This guy right here, Special K, he's 23. Are you listening to this?
Yeah, that was good right
Don't
there.
be nodding like that. Are you listening to this young man? Yeah.
Don't let an idiot influence you.
You're being influenced by stupid people right now. Stop it. All right.
yeah,
Go ahead.
you just realize that. And you just think again. You think you're in control over everything you got going on, what you do, and just everything. You think you're your own grown man. So, but that wasn't the case, and obviously I had to learn that the hard way.
Damn.
So eventually, I started hanging around a different set of people, just because, not because I wanted to get away from that influence, but more so, I was not clicking with my friends for whatever. Girls coming into play, people starting to set their roles as to who's who and what, jealousy, envy, all that kind of stuff. So I started hanging around a different group of people and getting exposed to different shit. Now we talking about robberies on a bigger level where guns are involved and people are laid out and laid down and that type of stuff. And I did that for the summer of 2005. It was a crazy year in LA. We think we had the murder rate. The streets was crazy at this time. The influence in the city was just hot. I don't know where it was coming from, but it was hot. And eventually around the winter of that time, for some reason I always went to jail in the winter. I finally got caught. And I went to jail.
What kind of structures were being robbed at that time? Was it still residential? Or
Any and everything we can get our hands on. We talking about going into banks and slipping a note.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go into a bank and slip a note.
When you so first of all, who gets to be the one that slips the note? Is that a highly prized job?
You kind of determine who's the toughest and who's willing to do it.
Right.
Who's willing to do it?
And when you slip the note, you write on it. I mean, what do you actually write on a note? What's written on the note?
So I had this friend. I'm not gonna put his name
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but he had just got out the feds. Older guy, was my neighbor and stuff, and he told me if you demand what's in the drawer,
Yeah.
they always keep up to about $5,000 in the drawer of a bank.
Yeah.
And if you slip a note saying give me what's in the drawer, they're gonna hand it right to you because they don't feel that risking $5,000
ain't worth it.
any exactly
Insurance.
And to us, that's shit, $5,000,
Right.
$500,000.
It was the ATM, faster than the ATM.
Exactly. So
All right, so let me ask you a question. When someone writes a note, right, hypothetically, when someone writes a note, right? You gotta make, first of all, you gotta make sure it's clear what you're saying, right? You can't write some shit that they can't read. Does anyone have you ever seen it where someone slipped a note and the person's just staring at it like, what the fuck does this say? Have you ever seen that?
That'd be horrible.
You have?
Yeah, no, I haven't, but like that would be crazy.
I mean, it seems to me like, no, motherfucker, put it in a Sharpie. It's gotta be big, otherwise, you can't write
big
it.
and bold.
Yeah. And it's gotta say the right thing. Can't say like hand me your drawers or anything like that, right? What's in the drawer, not hand me your drawer.
Exactly.
And then when you slip it over, like hypothetically, does it got to be like upside down? Is the move to do it upside down?
I actually didn't think about it that much. I just slipped it out because I'm trying to get out of there. I'm nervous as hell. I told you, I'm a nervess motherfucker. I don't even know why I even got into this lifestyle.
Right.
Why did you?
Being nervous for 5 minutes is worth it. Is less than 15.
You're walking around with like a weed in a side pocket all
Better
day.
than being pissed off for 8 hours.
Exactly. Thinking everybody looking at you and
Wait
shit.
a second. Wait the fuck a minute. So wait a second. All right. So outside the bank, when you is there when you pull up, right?
You don't pull up.
You don't.
Yeah, there's cameras outside the bank.
So what do you do?
You walk up. You don't pull up.
Right. You
Yeah,
walk up.
you walk
You gotta
up,
have
yeah.
the car somewhere where no one's gonna be able to see what it is, right?
Absolutely. There's cameras outside the bank. You trying to go back?
I can't even imagine.
on, man.
No, I'm with you. Listen. And the thing is, though, I'm trying to think about it now. It's like it only, what we're talking about slipping for the George. That should only take 2 people, right?
Right.
It don't take more than that.
Yeah, not even that.
Right.
Not even that.
That's
Yeah.
a one-person job right there.
2 person, that just means 2 people going to jail. Somebody gets caught.
And they
One
say
man
like,
job. What 2 16-years are walking in the bank?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I walk right out. If I see that,
Exactly.
I'll see 2 16-year-olds walking to a bank. I'm running out.
Right.
But now, did you pick ones like where they by the freeway? Because they say L.A. it's like the bank robbery capital of the world because everything's by a freeway.
What do you think? This to set it off?
Yeah, they got the off ramp. We'll go from the 110. It's right there.
Shut it off. Ready to go.
Like he.
Yeah, you didn't have like a whiteboard that you were drawing diagrams
bro.
on?
He's 16.
Yeah,
I don't know. Guy seems like he's got a lot on the ball.
Those type of things were short lived because I actually got nervous. I had heard of people like actually really getting shot and killed for that type of shit. You know? So I kind of like did that maybe a few times, backed off of that.
But
That
when you
wasn't
got
the thing.
when you eventually got caught, how long did they give you?
So when I initially went in, I was facing 65 years.
Get the fuck out of here! How old were you when you were facing
16.
How the fuck does a 16-year-old process 65 fucking years? Like how you?
And how many other fucking? What were they just throwing a whole bunch of them on you at that point in time? They're like, we got you for 6.
Yeah, what it was.
Special
what it was,
enhancements?
yeah, it was like an investigation. Like, it's not like I did one thing and got caught at one crime. Like, there was a string of robberies that was starting to happen because this is something that we was doing damn near every day, multiple times a day. And so, like, eventually, if you keep doing the same shit, we get so comfortable where now we're not wearing masks and all kind of shit. And now
too much work.
Now they got to, well, we're just starting that level of invincibility.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, you know, that shit just keeps going up and up the more you get away with.
Right.
And like, so there starts to become a description. We're looking for a dark skin.
Habits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're starting to look
it's a
for a
match.
dark skin, light skin guy.
Right.
Yeah.
One with the revolver, one with the automatic. There's a description there. You
Sure.
know? They have an MO. They say the same thing, do the same things.
So now they
This
got.
is how they clean out the houses. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So now,
habit.
now they got multiple counts
Exactly.
with enhancements.
Exactly.
God damn.
How many robberies did they try and come to you at?
12.
Damn.
12.
God damn, dog. And that's like saying,
That's what
we're gonna work the deal for. We're just gonna give you a nickel on each one. Take 65 and let's wrap it up.
Can you imagine?
Fucking crazy.
Can you ima-
motherfuckers signed? There's a gang of motherfuckers signed off on those.
You imagine you got an attorney and the attorney's like, look, you could get 65, but they're just going to give you 40.
They're gonna give you 40. You're
So
gonna
that's a
get to
good
come out
deal.
again. You're gonna
Yeah.
get to come out.
Imagine that.
Give them 40 good ones.
Yeah, 40. Imagine that.
That's heavy, man.
Bullshit.
That's
Okay,
heavy.
so then what happens?
So I actually got lucky. This is the like good part of the story. Like, I just remember going to church that Sunday. You know, you get all prayed up when you go to jail.
Oh,
and shit,
the
you know
big
what I
man
mean?
better come through.
Yeah, exactly. So I went to church that Sunday.
Were you
and
making deals? Were you like, hey,
Yeah,
listen,
I
God.
actually made a deal with God. I did.
What was the deal?
I told him, look, man, I can't do 65, man. I'll give you 4, but I can't do 65.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just really sat there and I just like really just broke down and was humble and prayed. And that night, the CO came to my door and was like, Wilson, you going home, you got a DA reject.
What?
I got a DA reject after 4 days. They didn't have enough evidence on the case. I couldn't believe the shit. I was like, call my mom right now and tell her to pick me up.
Right.
It's like, she already here.
Right.
I went home. My friends stayed, though. They had evidence he got picked out in the lineup. I was like tripping off I just remember going
After
home.
that,
boy.
dude, you went to seminary school, huh? You were like, that's it. I'm with you, God. That shit works.
I mean, that's what I thought. You know, I couldn't even sit. I sat there and I just couldn't believe that I actually got a DA reject for this shit. And so, like, I was kind of like, you know, humble for about 2 weeks. And I went back to the same shit.
What? That's
Really?
real.
What?
That's real.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No, that's
man.
real, man.
Yeah, it is
Sean,
real.
that's real. That's real.
That's how it works.
I went back to the same shit. It was about 4 or 5 of us, and everybody got DA rejects except for one of the homies. You know, sucks for him being light skinned. But anyway,
Well, hey, you win some, you lose some, right?
yeah, they picked his ass out.
It's
so,
hard everywhere, man.
Yeah, you know, we just kind of like, I guess it was God's way of showing me, like, here's why I'm not gonna give you a break. He let me out to show me, like, all this shit that you talking about and praying to me for, here's why I'm not gonna give you a break. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Instead of just breaking you off, I'm gonna show you why I'm not gonna give you a break.
Oh, yeah.
That's some deep.
Listen,
That's a deep
I want to say
shit.
something. I want to say
Yeah.
something. I want to say something right now.
Yeah.
That is fucking. I've not heard it put like that.
Yep.
But that's exactly how I looked at my shit.
Right.
I'm going back a few times. I've never heard it put like that, but that's exactly as I start to stack them up and look at them. He was gracious with me. It really was about I had to do this in order for me to really, really get to right where you're at now.
Exactly.
If it would have gone any other way, you wouldn't be who you are.
Exactly.
It wouldn't have been clear, right?
Yeah. And you don't know that in that
You
moment
don't,
either.
you don't know it at that moment. But the way you said it is exactly. It's like, look at man. Really think. And when I start thinking, it's like I cut you a break. You told me you had this option then. Oh, okay. And then here we are here. I did that. Remember that?
Right.
And then remember that. And all kind of like. He needed to lay out so that I'm real clear with the way my shit's broken, you know? But, man, it's just like the way you put that, bro, that's exactly right.
Absolutely.
He didn't just break you off the first one.
Right.
You know what?
That wouldn't do nothing.
Right, exactly.
You know what? That's it, what he did.
Interesting the way he said that because that's how I look at it.
You know what? Because it's interesting the way he said that because that comes from the mind that had plenty of time to think about that shit.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. Absolutely.
Contemplation like a motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, Sean's tripping because white Sean's tripping because you were like, man, you got a break, and then 2 weeks later you were no longer humble. But that's real. That's real. I can tell you, and not in this same circumstance. There've been plenty of circumstances where I was like, dear God, listen, I swear to God, never again, man.
Yeah.
I just blah, blah, blah. And then like 2 weeks later,
I mean, dude, when he said that
yeah,
shit.
that's
Well, just to
real.
explain
God
to you,
damn.
Sean, I mean, you know the ego is powerful, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you get to thinking you're invincible.
Yeah.
You get to thinking, like, instead of analyzing it's like, God gave me a break, man, and I should take this as an opportunity to really fulfill the promises I made to him. It's like, I'm good at this shit. You can't catch me. What you talking about? I'm fast. You know, I got away.
Right.
They don't even got me for all the shit that they even got me for.
got
Right.
nothing on
They
me.
don't got me for half the shit. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, now
So
this-
it's like you get to think. Go ahead.
No, but I'm thinking at this stage in the game, also you got to remember, this is just like a chemical addiction. This is like a love addiction. This is the same shit. You get off on this shit.
Right.
Absolutely.
You can't leave it alone now. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You can't
like,
leave
there's
that
an
shit alone, man.
adrenaline
You
in it.
know you should leave the shit alone, but you pull back. You ain't gonna leave it
I
alone.
was just talking about that, being a hound dog on a fucking porcupine. You're like, that shit look like it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna have to fuck with it.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
but we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right.
You say it's a little different.
different.
You say it's
But
a little different.
I'm thinking about it in terms of crime.
Right?
When you really up on that
Adrenaline.
shit, because there's something to robberies, bro.
Well, that's
There's something
yours.
to robbery.
It's a
Yeah, I
rush.
wasn't a
It's a
dope.
rush.
Listen,
Yeah, man. That shit is-
Steve, he did a show called Everything You Want to Know About Armed Robbery, but we're afraid to ask. And Steve was telling, I mean, the first thing he's like, bro, hey, bro. He's like, I like a big piece of chrome. I like to walk in there. And then he's like, when I walk in there, I tell everybody, too, I don't want anything bad to happen, but you got to make everyone think something bad's going to happen so nobody fucks around. So I like to go in there and be like, hey, motherfucker, right? And everyone's like freaking out, you know? And then he tells these great stories about being in the
Jumping
getaway
up
car
on
with
the-
it. Oh, jumping up on the thing. I'm like, is it like when you jump up on the counters and start walking around and kicking shit? He's like, oh, yeah. And then he tells a great story about, like, in the getaway car, you know, he's driving with his buddy, and his buddy's like, just be cool, man. Don't even look over there, man. And then, like, the cops coming in the other direction, and he's like, I for sure knew they were coming for us, but they didn't stop us, and blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole
Same
rush.
shit. It's a rush for sure. It is.
It's a power rush.
Yeah.
You're in control of,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
everything
It's a
with this piece
exactly.
of metal in your hand.
Exactly.
When you go like that, everybody ducks. And when you say something,
Absolutely.
you know, when people are releasing themselves on themselves or crying, like, I didn't like that. I didn't really want to go in there and smoke nobody.
No.
But you gotta go in there. I mean, I will. I mean, it would have come down to that. I'm not gonna sit there and wait to get arrested. I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Right.
But I'm saying I'm not gonna go in there with that intent. There are those types of. I got those homies. I've been invited on those types of look where you're going under the understanding we gotta leave some people laid down. You know, that wasn't particularly my thing.
Right.
You know,
I'm not do these robberies, but I got to go in there and make sure everybody thinks this could turn out real bad for them if everybody doesn't cooperate. But what I was gonna say it was like I said when we did the show. As soon as I got away with the first one, when we're out of there and we're in the car or back at the spot and you're like going through your shit. Remember I told you it's like Christmas. That whole rush and then the payoff and the whole thing, I was ready to go an hour later. Let's go get another one the next day.
You know what, man?
Absolutely.
But the fucked up part is when you're doing that shit at 16. And they ain't trying to hear that you're 16. And they're trying to try your ass as a motherfucking career criminal.
All right.
So, like, I experienced all that as an adult. Went to
Yeah,
prison all that
but-
as an adult. I didn't even catch me when I was 16. I
Now
wasn't
I-
even doing shit kind of like that.
Now I know why you don't like Dungeons and Dragons. Now I get it.
You would have given me a gun at 16. I wouldn't even have been able to control myself.
Nah, but I'm just sitting there thinking about, like, you're a bunch of nerds sitting around imagining what it would be like to find a bag of gold, but you actually fucking went into a place and actually grabbed a real bag of gold and then got to count it. Now I get
I think
it.
it's very, very, very addictive. The rush and then the actual payoff.
Right.
And you're like, man, because the first one is the one that gets you. It's
Right.
like an alcohol
Yeah,
and drugs.
yeah.
It's the first one that got me.
Right.
The first one was the problem, bro.
Right.
Once I tasted that,
Wait a second.
it's an unsatiable.
Let me ask you one. Were you buying dumb shit? I mean, you were 16
Always.
years old.
Always, he
Sure.
said.
Just buying dumb shit.
I mean, it wasn't like, shoes wasn't dumb and clothes wasn't dumb
Right.
because that's the shit that you felt like you needed to give you this type of, everything. Something's behind everything. Like you just want this certain type of identity,
Right.
Of like being the man.
But
you know what I mean?
but listen, man. Listen, part of the fun of having like a windfall of cash come into your life is that you can buy some dumb shit.
Yeah,
exactly,
You're like,
exactly.
where the normal shit you wouldn't buy if you had
Drinks
to,
for everybody.
yeah, exactly. Ringing that bell in the bar, whatever that is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, for real.
So then you weren't humble, and then there was a stumble.
So what happened was they actually got evidence on the case. And they refiled the case.
They refiled the case that
Oh,
the DA
that's a
rejected.
bugged up one.
Now they're like, oh, we're good. We can run all
they
this.
refiled the case 2 months later.
On you and a gang of your homies?
Nah, just they refiled on all of us.
On everybody?
Yeah, just like we all went back like day by day.
So the light-skinned brothers, like, all these dudes are coming in anyway?
He like, who's snitching? Who's snitching? I'm like, bro, ain't nobody snitching. You feel me? Just like hold it down and stay humble until like the case is over.
Right.
He did. You know what I mean? He did.
Yeah.
And so what happened was when they gave me the DA reject, what they did was they kept a gun that I was actually caught in possession for pending. That was their way of keeping tabs on me and keeping me connected.
Right.
So when I went back to court for the gun case, they offered me some camp time. I denied it. I'm walking out the courtroom thinking I'm about to go pick up this chick, and 2 detectives walk up on me and with a picture of me like, "Are you Sean Wilson?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You're being rearrested for the 12 counts of robbery that took place on October 12, 2005.
That blew your mind, huh?
They arrested me right in front of my mom. My grandma and mom broke down on the ground like they in church.
Oh, no, bro.
That was it.
Damn.
Now, I'm thinking about right now for a second what he's told me up until that point. All the shit that's gone on up until that point. Your mom's got to be like worn out at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
He's out. They dropped the charges. Went to juvenile hall. We're trying to get him. Now they're arresting him.
Right.
Okay, so go on, bro.
Yeah. So I went in, and now it was real. Now they tell me I'm being tried as an adult. I'm being tried as an adult, and I got to fight a fitness hearing to determine whether I'm going to be tried as an adult or not. Lost my fitness hearing. Yeah,
dude,
that's a game that any.
Yeah, I was just
That's
gonna
a
say,
game.
like, how do you win the fitness hearing? You
So
gotta,
they
you
have-
should have walked
they-
in
they
there
have-
carrying like a fucking
they have-
stuffed animal and shit,
they
wearing diapers and like fucking.
There was none of that shit because they already had my rap sheet
God
from the
damn.
previous time. So like it fit my MO. You know what I mean?
Some bullshit.
It's a criteria to beat or win your fitness. All it takes is for you to lose one of the 5 criterias. One of them being the crime is considered serious.
What kind of shit is that?
Everybody loses that criteria.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
was the crime serious? And
Right.
obviously, if a gun is involved in the crime is serious.
So
So
wait. Think about this, Steve. We live in a country, and I'm not necessarily for gun regulation or not, but I'm just trying to say this. We live in a country where they try to make it as easy as possible to have a gun. Okay? But then we also, at the same time, live in a country where they're like, well, if you're 16 and you have a gun, then it's automatically going to be a serious crime and we're going to try you as an adult. That's a
fucked up.
recipe for
That's
fuck.
fucked up.
That is, right?
Hella fucked up. Fucked up. You
Yeah.
know? Especially
Hella? Are you from Northern California too?
No, it is. It just is. It's just like, you know, for them to be able to justify giving you so much time for what? Because the gun is not about actually having a gun.
Right.
The gun is about what could have happened with the
Right,
gun.
right.
And so you giving me more time for what could have happened versus what actually happened. Like Steve was just talking about, I go into a robbery not intending to hurt anybody.
Sure.
I never hurt anybody, by the way. And you're gonna give me more time for what could have happened instead of what I actually did.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. It's
I
bullshit.
was safe with it, you know? Like,
How else is Whole Foods gonna get people to farm fucking tilapia and all that other shit? They got forced labor in prison, man.
Oh man, yeah,
Come
that's
on.
wild, bro. So, yeah. So eventually, I had to take a deal, man.
And what was the deal?
They offered me 15 at first. They offered me 15 years with 2 strikes. I told my lawyer I had to pay lawyer. Told him to fuck himself. Like, what the fuck did I pay you for?
What year is this?
This is 2005.
And they're still trying to push the take the 2 deals thing?
This was a bad time to go to jail. Like I went to jail in a year where they were trying 365 juveniles as adults.
Damn.
Wow.
That's the highest it's
Wow.
ever been.
Damn.
So like something was going on in the criminal justice system where they needed to be. It was like a real tough on crime thing going on.
Right.
You know, and it was just a bad time.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something else, man. This tough on crime shit in the United States, it never really works.
It never did.
Well, let's look at. But if you look at Singapore, right? Remember Singapore, right? Cleanest city in the world. Blah 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 blah. And they were tough on crime. They would like cane motherfuckers for fucking spray paint shit. Remember that? Remember that? But in Singapore, the other thing that they got is that if you work, you get paid a real wage. They don't just get tough on crime and then keep everyone broke.
Right. Well, that's
They're
right.
tough on crime, but there's also a carrot that makes sense. Like you get paid a real wage, and the city really is clean, and you're treated as if you're part of Singapore, so you take pride in the country.
Right.
United States, it's like, nah, we ain't paying. You're gonna stay broke. You ain't a part of what we're doing, but we're gonna get tough on crime.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then put you in jail and call it a correctional facility with no correction.
Right.
That's exactly
right.
You know.
So okay, so then how much time did they give you?
So I end up taking 10.
All right.
Yeah.
And how old are you when you?
Did you know you could shop around for prescription prices? With GoodRx, you can find free coupons at over 70,000 pharmacies and save up to 80%. It's that easy. But don't just take my word for it. Dr. Adam says, I've been telling all my patients about GoodRx. Jacqueline says, my medication was $65 without insurance, but I paid $25. Aubriana says, you don't have to pay full price to live your best life. Couldn't have said it better myself. GoodRx is 100% free. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance. Who are you texting?
My therapist.
You text with your therapist?
Text, video chat, call. Yep.
That sounds too easy. How did you find her?
I just went to betterhelp.com/save. She's a licensed therapist and it's all online. I connect when it's convenient for me and don't waste time driving anywhere. Plus, it's affordable.
I wonder if I should try it.
It's great to talk to someone in confidence. She's helped me sort out quite a few things. And right now you save 10% off the first month when you go through betterhelp.com/save.
BetterHelp.com/save. Got it.
You taking the
18.
18.
So 2 years was in that process of you dealing with it?
So the way that they justify sentence you as an adult is they make it seem as if they already know how much time they want to give you. They already know. They just make it seem they can justify giving you an adult sentence if you're now 18 years old because you were fighting your case.
That's fucked up.
It's a game.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's a game. Then they run everybody through that same
Can
game.
you imagine that? Now, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
We shouldn't charge you as a what?
We're
You're
going to
18?
wait 23 months.
Oh,
and then
okay. You're 18 now, so fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Okay, so during that time, I imagine you had some time to think back on like, man, I should have followed God's lead back then.
Absolutely. I was harder on myself because of that. Because I'd rather have just gotten the same amount of time and not had been through that. But who knows? Like maybe I wouldn't have learned the lesson the same way.
Right.
You know, like he said, everything is for a reason. You just don't know it at the moment.
Yep.
Sure.
So like, yeah, I was definitely hard on myself. Like I just remember sitting in the reception center in Delano thinking about like I'm 18 years old instead of graduating from high school on my way to college. I'm on my way to state fucking prison at the youngest age that you can go to state prison.
Right.
I mean, I start off on a level 4 yard in Calipatria, and I'm one of three 18-year-olds on the entire prison. So like, it just put the weight on like, you fucked up.
Right.
You really fucked up.
Right. There's no other way to look at it.
No.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do. There's no like you can't paint something nice on that.
You're a fuck up. You're a fuck up.
Like
for real.
yeah. That was a really, really hard pill to swallow, man. Like,
Hey, when you're 18 on a level 4, how hard is that when you're that young?
I mean, first of all, it's what you know. It's the first thing you know about prison. So like, you really don't necessarily have a point of comparison, but it's like you now really up against like grown ass men.
Right.
You're not around some kiddie play kids who get fucking crackers and juice at night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Juvenile hall.
That's
like,
probably the best
you're
place
around-
you could go to is to a
Absolutely.
level 4 yard because you're going to be
Absolutely.
around the more legit people. If something goes down, it's going to really go down.
Exactly.
But people are more respectful.
Yeah.
You got real
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Nobody
on a 4
that's
yard.
trying to prove
You ain't
shit
got
to you.
child
Nah,
molesters
yeah.
running up and grabbing ass and bullshit.
Yeah, because because they know they gotta live there for the rest of their
Their
life.
Right.
You know, this is the end. This is the end right here.
Yeah, but some of those dudes have done some real shit. Like they didn't
Absolutely.
just
Most of
they
them
did-
have done some real shit.
Right,
Most of
they
them.
didn't just hand a piece of paper and get the drawer.
Exactly.
They did something more than that.
Exactly.
And so they're not gonna fucking cotton to any fucking young 18-year-old bullshit.
Right.
Did any older dudes like say, hey, I'm gonna teach you how it goes. You fucking follow the fucking rules. I'm gonna show you, mentor you. Or
No,
anything?
actually, you know what? Because I'm not a gang member.
Right.
So like I kind of like make my own choices in who I decide to affiliate and associate with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you know, you just you gravitate towards who you gravitate towards.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes I hung around that was like older were like smarter guys who read books and shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like those are the kind of guys who I gravitated towards.
Right.
That's the man I am. So
Right.
that's me. Like, so I kind of just stuck around them, not the knuckleheads, not the OG gang member guy. You know what I mean? Who
Yeah.
still sagging his pants at 40 and shit. Like, nah, that wasn't.
That's not a recipe for success.
That wasn't what I gravitated towards. You
Right,
know
you
what
were.
I mean?
It was more like Shawshank Redemption, dude. guys reading the fucking know some shit. So what was like one of the best things that you learned from one of these guys that's book read and he knows some shit? And like, was there anything that one of these like?
I remember being like as I was waiting to go to prison, this one guy, older guy, who was an essay, Southsider, next door. He told me I was gonna be all right. I never forget him. He was like, "You gonna be all right, man." He was like, "You just need to learn how to develop a program to do your time." And I didn't understand what the fuck a program was. I just was like, I listened to him for some reason. You don't know why you hold on to the certain things that certain people tell you. You hear a lot of shit all day, every day.
Right.
But I held on to that. He was like, you just got to find a program. And so as I was doing my time, I was starting to understand because you have to find something to do with your time.
Yeah.
The routine. You have to find a routine. You ain't gonna make it.
Now I got 8 years to do. I got 8 years. What the fuck I'm gonna do for 8 years?
Was that guy's name Big Lepke?
You know, like what you gonna do for 8 years?
Right.
You know, like that was the biggest question that I had to myself as I was going into prison. What the fuck am I gonna do for 8 years?
And
I
so
don't know.
What did you do?
The first thing you notice when you walk onto a level 4 yard is that everything is about trying to get a woman to come see you. You know what I mean? Trying to get a woman to come see you, trying to make your time easier. Whether that's having a cell phone, getting married, so you can get them conjugal visits. Like that's the mission. The mission is to try to make your time. Yeah,
or have them running for you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
looking for a runner. Trying to, you following what you see.
Right.
You see these guys going out there on the visits with their wife coming to see them, dropping the dope off. You know, they having a good old time on the cell phone, kicking back in the cell.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
getting the packages in the canteen.
Yeah.
You trying to find a way to do easy time. So I went through this process of trying to mimic that and trying to find a way to do what I needed to do with the resources that I had to do easy time.
Yeah.
And just to be like straight up, it didn't work for me. That process didn't work for me. And I had to really like sit there and think about why it didn't work for me. And then I thought about where I come from. Like, I was talking about the guys from Watts and Compton. They was born in that shit. Daddy was in prison while they was born. You know what I mean? Like, they know they're already like accustomed to this type of mindset that allows you to like thrive in this lifestyle. Like, yes, they're in prison, but they know how to manipulate their way through the system, if that makes sense.
It does, because what you're describing is like multi-generational knowledge. And like when you are trying to go up against anyone that's in business, but their dad was in that same business,
Right.
They already know the tricks. They've
Right.
got a head start.
Right.
And obviously that lends itself also to institutional knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
God
They're
damn.
primed for it.
Yeah, exactly. They was already ready for it before. Like, you look at, like, think about it. Look at the projects in Watts. I thought about the fact as I was in prison, like the projects in Watts looked like the yard.
Damn.
Those same white block walls with numbers on them in the corner
Yes.
look just like that. And I'm just sitting here looking at these dudes from Watts and from Compton. I was like, you motherfuckers was already born in this shit.
Right. This looks normal to you.
Exactly.
That's real.
So how can you expect somebody to change and you put them in a circumstance that still feels the same?
They don't. They don't expect them to change.
It's not that different, and it's not that uncomfortable.
Heavy.
It's not that right. Yeah, heavy.
That's what I'm talking
They're
about.
okay with that. This is part of like
Exactly.
Yeah, I go to that part of what we,
It's the same thing.
Right.
It's fucked up.
They don't
Put it in a
expect.
circumstance that looks just like that.
It's like
Society
what you
doesn't
say,
expect
it's
them to
like,
change.
It's like what you say about this world, where we're all kind of convinced or conned into thinking we have choices. Do you want the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 10? But you really don't have no choices.
That's right.
You're buying an iPhone. It's the same type of mentality. They ain't waking up saying to themselves, "What the fuck am I doing in a box?"
Exactly.
They're just like, "It's part of the get down."
I was born in a box.
Right. They don't even see a
You know what?
box.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. And I really like the way you talk and approach things. Because a lot of the ways that you review things is very similar to the way that I review it. I look back and I see how it relates and how it got me here. Or where did that play out? But I was in, there was a couple things that I noticed that I was in prison. One was like, there's, we don't run together when we're in prison. I'm a Sureño, I'm a Southerner. And remember there was some Southerners that grew up in areas where there just wasn't a lot of other races except them, and the level of racism that they had in comparison to and we're part of the same group, but I'm saying there's like a difference in that group. And I remember me being from the West Side, and then other homies from South Central. We rolled together, and kind of like the guys from East LA and the Valle rolled together. There was like this angst, and there was a lot of like prejudice. But I was able to step out and understand. Well, these dudes are really prejudiced of something they fear. They don't understand. And we grew up on the West Side and South Central. We grew up with brothers and whites, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that level. We grew up playing. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't this. So I remember taking a mental note of some of the racism, the depths of it, wasn't a natural, it didn't work for me. And there were other ones that were like, I ain't down with that. The other thing was like some of like you're describing, like there was guys that their dads and their grandfathers had been locked up and in the joint, man. They taught me how to do time. I didn't come from that. I didn't come from that, I came from something different than that. There was, and these guys were like, it wasn't okay. I don't know, man. I found myself in there in a lot of ways. I just relate to what you're saying. It was just like some of these guys were either they were okay with this thing that I was never really okay with.
Right.
They bought in at a level that I hadn't bought into. And I realized these guys were more invested in this than I am.
Exactly.
But I can hear how you're saying it. But the other thing that's interesting too is that you're saying you're unaffiliated, and I want to know, like, I've seen kind of how that goes down for races in the county jail.
Yeah.
Them cats got to fight more than anybody. Yeah. I've seen dudes fold it up and just join the cause. Right. Like they were like, I ain't gonna fight it no more. Right. Or I want the easier road. I see what these dudes are getting. Yeah. Did those types of temptations or did that type of stuff come across you and you're like, fuck it, man. Maybe this is my people.
There's two answers to that question. Like one side of it is like, like one of the things my mom always like instilled in me was like, don't gangbang. Like just don't do the shit. Like it's not worth it. We probably had that conversation about every year. So, like, that was one of the things that I actually listened to that she told me. Of all the things that I didn't listen to, I listened to that shit.
Wait, why? Why did you listen to that? Why the fuck did that?
You don't know.
I want to hear what.
Same thing I just said. Like, it's as to the guy who told me, like, follow a program, find a program. You just hold on to what your mind holds on to what it holds on to for reasons we can't even answer.
I don't believe that.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I think you. I think I don't know. Like it's just seed planting.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
I believe that we can be not quote unquote conscious of the reason why we're hanging on to shit. Okay, I get that to the extent that it hasn't been analyzed yet. Really, like you haven't grabbed hold of. Wait a second. My mom said a lot of things, but the gangbanging thing that did stick.
I had no reason to not join a gang. I did every single thing that a gangbanger did.
Right.
I did every single thing that a gangbanger did.
Yeah.
But it was just off of pure principle that I was not going to take this path.
We're gonna join.
I wasn't. I mean, it's kind of stupid because I went down the same path that a gangbanger would.
No, but it
You know
isn't.
what I mean?
I wouldn't even. You know what?
But-
I think it's too. I wouldn't even put a sign of value to it.
Yeah.
I would say this from a structural point of view. Like, let's just look at the form. Forget the content.
Right.
You're saying something very interesting right now. You're saying that somehow I did the same things that a gangbanger would do, yet I never actually became a gangbanger. And even when I went away for a while, when that was an option, I still didn't do that one.
Right.
Now, that's interesting.
Right.
And that thing that my mom said about a lot of different things, that one, somehow I did hear that. Sean, you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Other Sean. Structurally speaking, from an analysis standpoint, what would you say about that?
I would say that he did internalize what his mom was saying.
Yeah, but why did that get in?
But I'm thinking that maybe the path of least resistance for him in the beginning, like when he was being brought up, might have been that a gang was a little bit far of a stretch for you. Is that right? Like,
Right.
Did you have a lot of friends that were in gangs?
By the time I was 16, all of my friends were in the gang.
No. So what I'm saying about burglary, Sean, is that burglary, Sean. Okay. What I'm saying about burglary, Sean, is that there might be something in him that's not a joiner.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I fuck with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're breaking. You're maybe somebody that's an in-betweener, where it's like, I'm not fully this and I'm not fully that, and I'm not signing up 100% for any fucking thing, cause right?
100%. No, I could relate to that because I remember like when I used to get in trouble in school, like I'm talking about elementary. One of the things that most of the teachers would say is that like Sean he's smart, but Sean is a leader.
Right.
And Sean can like move the class by joking around, by playing, by doing this and doing that.
Right.
And he's a leader.
Right.
And like I remember my mom telling me what the teachers would say back. You know what I mean? So we're talking about something that's not necessarily a good thing. The fact that, you know, I'm fucking up in class and, you know, disrupting the class, being a class clown, but I have the power to be a leader. To be a leader.
Yeah.
And I can do something with that. I can choose to, you know, lead people in the right way or in the wrong way.
Okay, so check this out. So let's say at a certain time, that actually seems like a power to Sean, right? He's like, okay, this is interesting because I am fucking up, yet my mom is recognizing, and so are the teachers, that there's a power there, right? They want me to do what they want me to do with it.
Right.
I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do with it.
Right.
Right. But along with that, he would lose that power if he follows a group completely. Now, all of a sudden, now he's in someone else's fucking shit.
That's heavy.
Right.
That's deep.
Even in prison, you're like, fuck, I'm not going to, I'll investigate, see what it is, but I ain't fucking handing over that power. I'm still not, maybe he wasn't, I keep coming back to this, and I'm not even a fan of this guy, but it's an interesting thing to think about. When Zuckerberg was doing Facebook and it was blowing up, everybody around him was like, dude, you know what? You need to start selling ads and you need to do this. And he was not doing anything yet because he wasn't quite sure what the fuck he had. And then when I'm listening to Burglary, Sean, I feel like it's starting to sound like he had a power and an influence and something in him, and he wasn't sure quite yet what it was yet, but he wasn't going to sell it out to a gang. He wasn't going to sell out to the school. He wasn't going to sell out to the prison. He wasn't going to sell out to some job yet. He just wasn't sure what it was. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, it does. Something I never even really taken note of in that way.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
It is. Mm-hmm. And so in that way, your mother, while she may have felt like, oh, you know, I tried to get him away from certain things to keep him away from trouble, and then we went through a rough patch. But it's something that TD Jakes said, that he said on my run this morning, I was listening to TD Jakes, he said, TD Jakes said, it's all about seeds. and he was talking about parents, and he said, you are putting seeds. What you're doing with your kids right now, you're planting seeds. And he said, you might go through a rough patch, but I promise you, when you get past that rough patch, what comes out in your child, it's going to be looking at you, you're going to be reaping what you sowed. So maybe your mom had planted a seed by acknowledging and validating your leadership power, and you had to go through the rough patch or whatever, right? And ultimately, it's now bearing fruit.
Right. That's how anything grows, right? It's got to be stretched.
That's
Gotta
right.
take a strain, you know what I mean? So,
Seed doesn't take. You got to put the seed in a place that's dark and buried without any room, covered in dirt before it's gonna bear fruit.
heavy.
Right?
Yeah.
That's heavy.
And a motherfucking diamond gets produced under darkness and a lot of pressure.
Dude, you don't get a diamond. You don't even get a diamond from that. You got to not only you got to have that, then you got to fucking bring the shit out and cut it.
Yeah.
You got to cut a diamond. It ain't a diamond until you cut it.
So where are we at right now?
No, so now, so you make it through that stretch, whatever it was, but then, so how do you turn towards saying, I'm about fitness?
That happened in there, yeah.
So, after realizing like where we left off, I wasn't like a lot of the people that I was around, and just realizing that I had something to work with.
Yeah.
The opportunity to educate myself came, and that was like the one thing I had to work with still. You know, like if I didn't have anything else to work with, I still had that. Like no matter what the fuck I was doing when I was on the street, robbing people, doing whatever, I still went to school. Even if it was for a couple hours, even if it was every other day, I still went to school because that seed of education that my mom planted in me was powerful. And so I was like, this is what I'm going to use to help myself change. So I started going to community college in there, taking courses. Eventually, I graduated with 2 associate's degrees, valedictorian in my class.
Nice.
And I realized that I actually had something to work with.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't over. So I did a TED Talk in there.
Did you?
Yeah, I did a TED Talk in there. Yeah, and that was like the end of like my transformation. That like solidified the end of my transformation in there. And I sat back and I accomplished everything that I could accomplish in prison.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what you gonna do when you get out? Like, yeah, you went to school, you got a degree, you did a TED Talk, it's cool. What you gonna do when you get out?
Right.
And I really sat there and I thought, like, what did I spend most of my time doing? I remember watching, I used to watch Shark Tank a lot. And
my wife loves that show.
and I remember, what's the guy name? Mark Cuban. He was like,
He weird looking, but
yeah, but he
got
said
money.
something.
He said good shit.
Yeah.
It's funny, like how all this is going about sticking on to what people said.
Yeah.
Like, he said, don't follow your passion, follow your efforts.
Yeah. I like that.
Wow.
I
And
like
I was
that.
like, that's heavy.
That is heavy.
Yeah.
It stuck with me. And so I looked at my efforts. Where were my efforts?
Right. Where'd you put the work in?
I spent a shitload of time working out.
Yeah.
Not because anybody made me.
Right.
Not because I had to.
Right.
Part of it was a pastime.
Right.
But I was into that shit. I was really into it. And guys would come up to me and be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, I'd take my shirt off. They'd be like, what's up, man? I'm trying to get like you. Like, what you doing? I'm trying to get like you. And I was like, I heard that 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But never paid attention to it. Never grasped it for a second. I was
Yeah.
like, people are gravitating towards me for something.
Yes.
Clearly a leader.
Yes.
This is what I enjoy doing. I love helping people. Let's see where this goes.
And so where did it go?
So I started having my family like send me books and shit, and I start studying it on my own. Just start like,
What's one of the best?
Was the
what-
wait, let me ask.
All right.
Was the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding one of those books?
nah, I didn't fuck with that book because I wasn't necessarily. I did come across that book, but I wasn't necessarily like into bodybuilding. Like,
What were you into?
All right.
What
All
are
right.
you? What's,
Fair.
What's your? What was it?
Like my whole thing was like learning about how the body actually works. Like you talking about how do I like the questions I was getting is like how do I develop my chest? How do I develop my back?
So what?
How do I lose weight? How do I build muscle?
Wait a second. Because like now you're talking about what everybody's talking about. I mean, you can't fucking throw a rock without hitting somebody that's like, I need to build this. I'm going to do that. I got an app that's tracking my fucking.
Right.
All right. And but like 90% of them are failing.
Right.
Right?
What the apps?
Anything.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, I don't know what.
Bullshit. That's why.
Yeah. So what to you, from your expertise, is the most helpful book for fitness?
That's a hard question right there. To be honest with you, I don't really think if we answering that question really direct.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think it's about the different diets and the different training methods there are.
You hear that? Do you hear that?
We're going to hear the other thing in a minute, too.
I don't think it's about that. I think it's about your work ethic.
Ah!
Yeah, you hear that? Special care, you listening to that? It's about work ethic. Don't nod your head.
Me and
Soak it in.
Chumahan like this one sentence that says, this one statement that goes, there are no shortcuts.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know how to do it.
Yeah.
There ain't no shortcuts.
Man, take your paleo, take your fucking, you know what I mean? Your like fasting diet, your all that weird shit. What was the one that people were on, Sean, for a while, where it's like you can eat whatever you want up to 3 p.m. and then you intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting,
Fuck that.
carb cycling, keto.
Get the
So what is it, Sean? What?
I think it's your work ethic, man. Like I think you just gotta learn how to have a good solid work ethic, and that's what those like older dudes in prison taught me. Like when I saw them work out, like I looked at them and I saw the type of bodies that they had.
Right.
And then there was a difference between me working out on my own and thinking that I was pushing myself, and then me working out with them and realizing that you could actually take yourself to a whole nother level if you just believe or you just push a little harder.
Yes.
You know?
That's why, you know what,
You
man?
shut that noise off in your head.
Exactly.
Nah, but listen, man, I'm going to say something because I worked out with a lot of dudes before, and sometimes, like, I've worked out with some people that are constantly thinking about how they might get hurt.
The fuck
Right?
out of here, man.
I'm not kidding you.
I don't
And
work
I'm
out with anybody like that.
I'm like, dude, if that's your focus, you probably are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You probably
for
are
sure.
going to. And then I also have worked out with people where they get injured. Like, I'm telling you, I've seen people where, like, I work out with them, and then once it starts to get serious, like, we've been on it for
They're like, oh, I pulled something.
Yeah.
Must have pulled something.
And they probably, they say they did. You know,
They probably did.
Yeah. And I'm actually thinking that, yes, there are real injuries, but there's a category of person that works out in a way that gets them an injury so they can stop working out without taking responsibility for it.
Yeah, they manifested that
Yeah,
shit.
they
Yeah,
manifested.
right?
They manifested that shit.
Yeah.
For sure they did.
Man, dude, like, I think, you know, I don't think, like, I found fitness in prison. I found it in getting locked up. And, when I was doing time, there was still weights on the yard. You know, I got to see the change of my body. That all happened in prison for me. I got sprung in there on that. But, you know, being able to experiment and see how far you can go. I remember I had an idea or an image of push-ups. And when I finally got to the state, I remember my celly's like, all right, so you want to work out together? Like, we figured out our routines. And it's like, on the weekends, we would do push-ups together, you know? And I remember this motherfucker, that first fucking Saturday, drops down and he fucking puts his feet up and does incline and he knocks out 50 push-ups, right? I'm not really counting them, but I'm like, gotta be down there, man. He's like, you're up. And I went down and pushed him. And I remember I get like 15, 18 push-ups, right? And I'm like, I get up, I'm like, how many did you do? And I thought he was going to say like 25 or 3. He's like, I get 50. Every time we go down, we get 50. And I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, because
like,
everybody...
how's this guy? But the next day, we go down and we do it, and I get 2 more. And through the process, after 45 days, we're going down and we're getting 500, 10 sets, right? But when I first walked in there, what I learned through that was I was like, your body, your head's going to, your head has a ceiling.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't have a ceiling.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to do what it needs to do if you make it, if you choose to, right?
Yeah.
Put the challenge on it.
Yeah.
And I remember, and sure enough, not long after that, when I went through reception and we got to the bars where you get to do, like, there's just a pull-up bar. There's no weights in reception. I remember the first time I tried to do a pull-up.
Oh, me too.
Dude, I couldn't even get one. And my boy from V&E Junior's holding my feet. He said, give me your feet. I go, I'm going to look like a sissy out here. He goes, let me hold your feet. And you pull. And I pull, right? And he's helping me.
Yeah.
I go, I ain't doing nothing. He goes, just do it, dude. And we did it. And I got down and I felt like an idiot, right? I felt like a sucker, dude.
Yeah.
And he goes, don't trip, dog. We're going to go out in 2 days. We get yardie and we're going to go out and do it again. So we did it again.
Yeah.
By the third yard, I was able to pull myself up twice, and it was the same thing. If I stayed up, by the time I hit the regular yard, I was hitting like wides. The whole motherfucking crew would come over and be like, how the fuck do you? I'd be hitting wides 25 at a time and stuff. But what it showed me was that our bodies, like, my head wants to end the story so much sooner than my body does. It's like a run. It wants to come up with this reason I can't. And in prison, I got to, like, push through some of those, whether it was me alone in a cell or me and my cellie. But you get to these places where you're like, what would happen if I pushed through that?
Right.
The pain, the sweating, just like running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, how far can I actually go? Right. Those things, when you're in a place like prison, experimenting like that, you don't have life to distract you. You get up from your bed and the floor is right there. You're like, I can try this again today. Like, and I got to learn things when everything's taken away and it's just you and yourself.
Yeah.
You can begin to if you choose to do that, push your limits.
That's
your
what
physical, your mental limits.
Absolutely.
And we can go so much further and do so many things that we don't, man. It's
but that's David Goggins shit. David Goggins says that. David Goggins says, like, look, man, it's a mental game.
He's on a whole nother
he is.
Listen, that guy was overweight, drinking milkshakes from fucking Steak and Shake, fat, right? Older too, trying to get into the Navy SEALs. And his fucking, right, the recruiting officers, they all laughed him out at the fucking thing. There was one recruiting officer said, you could do it, but you're going to have to drop 90 pounds. And that motherfucker dropped 90 pounds.
That's crazy.
Right? And he eventually got into the Navy SEALs and all that other shit. But my point in saying all that is that he gets pissed because people say, you're an alien, like you're different, you're just cut different. And that makes him upset. And what he says is, reason why people say that is because they don't want to do the work. Mm-hmm. They could be like me. Right. They really could.
Right.
They just got put in the work. They don't want to. They don't want to look at that. So they want to treat me like I'm from another planet. That way they can justify why it is I can do this and they don't. But the truth of the matter is a mental game. And you know what? I heard a Zen Buddhist master say the same thing. He said, look, just because you're at level 3, and when you break through to level 4, it's the farthest you've ever gone, and you'll be like, man, that's amazing, and it'll be exhausting. But he's like, don't forget, there's still 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to go. There's more to go. Just because it's the most you've ever done doesn't mean that you can't accomplish even more.
So let's ask you something, Sean. So you parole out of prison and you've got do you parole with the idea that you're going to be a personal trainer?
Absolutely.
You do?
Absolutely.
So do you start putting a few things into place then?
Well, I had already equip myself with the knowledge of what it takes to become a trainer, as far as what you.
Do
need
you
to
have to
know
wait
about.
to get certified outside?
Yeah.
You can't take that from prison, huh?
You can, but it's just a bit more difficult. You might as well just wait till you get out.
What's the name of that? What is it again? The name.
They got a lot of certifications. They got Nesta, NASM, ISSAs. You can just choose whatever cert you want to go with. First thing, I wasn't certified, so I needed to figure out how to get certified and then how to get a job. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I had a therapist when I first got out. I got out to a halfway house, and they offered free therapy.
Where were you at, by the way?
What you call that shit? Health Right 360.
Health Right 360.
Hey!
I used to work for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for them. Yeah. So I went through there as well.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I was in Health Right in downtown.
The one on 6th Street by Alvarado and all that. Yeah.
I got out there. And I had a therapist named Caitlin, and she was teaching me how to apply for jobs. She's like, look, don't go through the process of submitting all these resumes and shit. She's like, just call and see if they have an opening and then ask for an interview. Mm-hmm. And I listened to her. I did just that. I called a 24-hour fitness. They had a sales position open. I don't know anything about selling anything. Right. I'm like, whatever, just take it. Just see what's up. Went into the interview, told the manager my story straight up. I had an ankle monitor on.
Right.
Like, straight up. Like,
Right.
I just got out of prison. This is what I went for.
You didn't try to convince him it was an ankle weight, and you were just trying to. I'm real committed to working out.
Right.
Yeah, I told her my story, man, and she just vibed with me.
Yeah.
She just vibed with me like, man, I want to give you a chance.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so I was working, and she was watching like how hard, like how hungry I was. I
Yeah.
think she had never seen like somebody that hungry.
Yeah,
know what
because
I
you know
mean?
what, man? I've been to 24-hour fitness many times, and a lot of them folks ain't that hungry.
Right.
Because they be eating all them snacks up at the front desk.
Exactly. She saw that I really wanted what I said I wanted. And so she spoke to her boss. It was like, yo, man, we got this young dude. He wants to become a trainer. Let's work on getting him certified. So they paid for my certification.
Nice.
So all I had to do was pass the test. I passed the test because I had already been studying this shit before I
Right.
got out. So, boom. There
So
it
wait,
was.
so you become a trainer. Now, how long does it take before you start training chicks that want to take you out on a date? Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like, that'd be a good story, but I'm gonna keep it 100, man. My first 3 clients was gay.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
did they want to take you out on a date?
Nah.
I'm not saying you did.
Yeah, they probably did.
Because you know
right.
what? I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah.
I've been to the 24-hour fitness many times, and a lot of times it's personal training, but it also looks like light dating. Right? Like the trainer's hot, either girl or guy, good looking, and the person they're working with wants to do a lot more talking than they want to do working out.
Yeah, 50 minutes of warming up and stretching.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
You done.
Yeah, in fact, I used to work out with a guy who had a personal trainer, and it was just because she was hot. And he would tell me all the time. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna see her this time, and I'm gonna blah, blah, blah," like all this stuff, right? I'm like, man, why don't you stop fooling around and work out then? Don't fucking talk to me about it. We're working out. I don't need to hear about you trying to date
I
your
know who
trainer.
that was. I
You
can
do
tell by the
exactly
fucking-
know who it was. That guy was all over with the trainers telling me about, oh man, he was watching everything. So my point is though, at what point, like, do you realize, like, wait a minute, I want to really train some motherfuckers. Like, if you're gonna show up over here at Sean's fucking shop, it's gonna be some sweating going on.
You know, I actually started training like that off the gate.
Yeah.
But I realized that, like, I was losing clients that way because I realized that not everybody was ready for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I do.
I started to learn. I was wondering, like, why? Like, I'm pushing you hard.
Right.
This is what it took for me to get the way I got. Like,
Right.
This
You
is
said
what
you
worked for
wanted
me.
this. Yeah, what's the problem?
Why? You know, I thought that's what they wanted, and I just realized that wasn't the case. And you got to kind of like really like see where people are.
Meet people where they're at.
Meet people where they're at for sure.
That's why I wouldn't work out with some people. I told some of my friends, they'd be like, I just work out. I'd be like, you want to pay me $300 an hour? We'll work out.
Right.
But if you ain't willing to pay that, then don't bother me.
I get,
Right.
but you know what? You know what, man? Like it makes sense, bro. Because I've worked out friends that wanted to work out. Hey, will you teach me? You show me a room,
Right.
And I see how my general hand is like, okay, you came to me because you want
right.
to get what I got,
Right.
So this is what I had to do to get what I got, and that's what I'm gonna show you.
Right.
But not taking in consideration, this person hasn't gotten here the same way I did.
Right.
They want something, but they don't have that grit or whatever. And I would have to learn. I was saying to myself, and I'd have to learn to meet people where they're at. But I've watched other badass trainers that are like, motherfucker, get that shit. And then I'll see them working with a lady. And they'll be like, okay.
Right.
that
Yeah,
works. And I was
exactly.
like, wow, dude, this dude, he's not the same. He's not that one trainer that I see.
Right.
He moves,
Right.
and that's why he has a big-ass clientele. You know, he's
Right.
able to meet people where they're at.
Exactly.
But
you have to do that. You have to do that because people are different, you know? And then ultimately, like, everybody comes, like, a lot of people don't know why they're doing what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially in a time where we have all the apps and the Instagrams and shit like that.
I can't
People will
take it.
jump on an app or
I
jump
can't
on
take it.
something really quick and be like, oh, I need a trainer. But you don't even really have you don't have why you want to change or why you want this body you want connected to your why. You don't understand. You just understand that you just want to be different, but you don't understand how this difference is going to make a change in your life, and et cetera. And so many other questions that go along that line.
Man, I'll
You
tell
know
you
what I'm
something.
talking
I'll
about.
tell you something, man. It's the same conversation I have with people with food.
Right.
Because a lot of motherfuckers, and I shut them straight up. Like, I'm not the trainer, right? I make my money a different way. So I'll just be like, look, people be like, it's just I don't know what to eat. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you don't know what to eat?
Right.
Are you supposed to eat vegetables all the time or pizza all the time? They're like, vegetables. I'm like, so you know what the fuck to eat.
Right.
Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit yourself.
Right.
It's the same shit it's always been.
Right.
Stop eating so much high-calorie processed bullshit McDonald's and eat some fucking healthy.
And drink some more water.
And drink some, or whatever. I don't even know about, to be honest with you, I don't even know about the water thing because I think about when we were probably our most fit, running around outside camping most of the time when we were way back. How much water do you think those motherfuckers were actually drinking?
I know. They had to preserve it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know that they had like a gallon with them all the time. I'm not saying you don't need a gallon. I'm just saying when you think about people in the wild, first of all, they went.
Wait, let's not get too carried away.
Listen to me. God damn it. Now we're here. I want to hear this. I won't say this.
We want to hear this.
I want to hear myself talk.
Okay, yeah. There you now.
I want to hear
Yeah.
myself talk.
Okay.
All right. I'm just saying this. The meals were way more irregular.
Yeah.
Okay? There was more monotony in the food.
Right.
You didn't have all this fucking. There was a little bit less water.
Yes.
Okay? And people were putting out probably 5 times more physical effort.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All
But they
right.
also only lived to about 45.
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
Okay,
you know
they lived
what?
to 50.
They don't know. You know what? They don't know how long. They don't know how long these people live. There's some old ass Chinese people from.
So
way
we
back.
don't know that they live longer or not.
No, but I'm saying that is fucking industrial fucking beef industry bullshit. They don't know how long people live. What they do know is that when Asian people start eating an American diet, they start getting heart attacks and dying
Yeah,
earlier. They do
that's
know
for
that.
sure.
So all I'm saying is that back then, dude, I was watching this documentary on these dudes from Africa. I don't know what tribe they're in. They're in a tribe. Their whole get down was that they would marathon run after a fucking deer, outrun the deer. And I'm not joking with you. And it wasn't a race, okay? Listen, it wasn't a race. Don't laugh. It's a true story.
Guys go hunt deer. They outrun the deer. They run the deer down.
Listen, the reason why they beat the deer, first of all, okay, check this out. The deer doesn't have the ability to cool its body the way humans can with sweat, okay? So what they would do is they would chase this deer, okay, all day, right? And these African dudes were running. They didn't have fucking shoes, or they had sandals or something, but it wasn't no fucking Asics and all that shit. And they had some water that they brought with them, but it wasn't like a gallon. It was just like in a gourd,
Right.
right? And it wasn't cold. It was hot.
Right.
And this dude had gray in his beard. And then this guy is just running. And now he's not necessarily catching up to the deer every single time, but what they do is it's fucking great. This is teach you what probably was really going on back in the day. The deer would see him, take off running, sprint. This guy will run, catch up to the deer while the deer's trying to calm down. As soon as the deer sees him again, sprints. You do that enough times all day, that deer will fucking pass out from exhaustion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he just goes up and cuts its neck. And then, boom, dinner. So I'm saying that's the kind of level shit people were probably doing.
Okay.
With a gourd of water, no Asics,
And no supplements.
and no fucking supplements. That's fucking right. That's right. No wheatgrass. Yeah. Anyway. So,
what about
yeah.
these? What about these fucking? What is your opinion on these guys and these that are getting fucking? I saw a guy just got a whole 6-pack of pecs, like the whole shit was getting inserted in him. Surgery.
Wow.
What do you mean? Plastic surgery?
Yeah, like these guys don't want to like diet and do some crunches or even pack. They don't want to listen. Like these, another guy was getting the calf. What do you think? I mean, I
Man,
really
you know
got
what
a
he
pet.
thinks.
I know what he thinks, but I mean, I really got a problem with this shit, dude. And I think that people that I'm not in shape today, but I used to have some size on me, and I worked hard for that shit, bro. I did, and it's. And then I remember this chick that I was dating, she said something to me about like something about her, like something leading to that. I was like, but you don't understand. Like there's a whole process to that. Like if you want that, you want to be healthy. So then you start to change your eating habits.
Yeah.
You start to wake up earlier so you can fit in time to work out at the gym. You
Right.
start to like,
Right.
this is a whole lifestyle that gets you to this 6-pack, right? This
Right.
is what I'm trying to explain to this chick.
Right.
if you just go get the surgery, you've missed everything that it took to make that happen.
Dude, what happens when
I couldn't wait, but I'm explaining to all you guys, and all you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But trying to explain that to somebody, now this girl was young, that you can just get the surgery to get what you want, and then you've got it. Like, I was trying to explain to the person.
What happens when you get fat with that in there?
Those things don't move and grow and change like body parts.
Yeah, like
They
do you have like
stay.
giant love handles and then you have a
all
washboard
fucked
in the
up,
front?
fucked up. But it's just like there's something more than the actual finished product. It's the work to get there.
Right.
And I was trying to explain to this person, and they couldn't even conceive what I was saying.
Right.
They just want they're like, yeah, but I'm gonna have a six pack.
Wait a minute. So do you then? He's after hearing that, and I've been down there. People, what's your strategy when people, especially your relatives, start telling you what it takes to be healthy and shit like that, and you're like, oh man, and they're like, listen, I'm gonna listen, dude, this is what you got to do, and you're like, what's that like?
No, I don't really have people around me who like try to play expert. I just think a lot of people are very very ignorant to or they choose to ignore the sacrifices it takes to, like, my sister goes to the gym and stuff. Not to knock my sister, but my sister goes to the gym like just so she can afford to eat donuts or to eat chocolate. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people work out or
just so they can eat.
Yeah, exactly, and that's cool. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. It's better than just eating and not doing nothing about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Sure.
That's fine. I'm not knocking you and saying that
I
you
am.
have to. No,
I will.
I'm
You're better than me. I'm gonna knock it, but you're better than me. You're not gonna knock it. You understand people got different reasons.
Yeah, but what if they just continued this same habit that they had and they got worse and got this bad health ailment and they died because of it? And the difference between them not dying and living here and to be here for their kids and whoever was just
but based on that logic, but based on that logic,
because fitness is just not about aesthetics.
Listen, based on that logic, what you're saying, right? You could be like, well, at least they're not, doing hard drugs. They're just smoking cigarettes, and one is slightly better than the other. I agree with you. Listen, I'm personally saying myself, okay? And this is just me. To be real with these people, because I might be the only person that's going to be real with you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my lot in life.
Right.
That's probably why I don't have any friends. But what I'm saying is like, and maybe it's not the right way to develop a career in training. Maybe you got a different approach where you're like, I'm trying to do the maximum good for the maximum amount of people.
Right.
I'm just saying, for me, I will knock it. I will say it. I think I say a lot of shit so other people don't have to.
Here's where I'll agree with you. That's good. That approach in which they take is good enough for now.
Right.
It's not the permanent solution.
Right.
That's where I agree with you.
Right.
But again, we go back to like meeting people where they're at. So if they just want to work out so they can eat or whatever, and then realize wherever that takes them, that's not enough, that this isn't working, that it's kind of like, you taking one step forward to take two steps back, and they're not going anywhere. Then that's what it takes. But that's okay for now. You know what I mean?
And that's got to be their journey.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just better than just like not caring and not doing anything. That's what I'm knocking.
Right.
Not doing anything to be healthy. Not doing anything to care and to be there for the people who need your help.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody relies on you. You inspire somebody. Somebody needs you. It's not just you. It's for you to just sit here in this world and to be selfish and not care about your own health is like crazy to me.
That's an interesting thought. You're saying that's a great
Yeah,
thought.
it is.
You're saying like you ain't just here alone. There's people who might need your friendship, your support, whatever it is. And so for that reason alone, you should be thinking about working out or taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
You should be prepared and ready.
Absolutely.
Ready to serve.
What's the high point of your fitness career right now? What's the high point? Did you work with Al Pacino and get him to lose a lot of weight?
I haven't got a celebrity under my belt yet. I almost had the opportunity. Almost.
Oh, you're going to get something fucking with us.
Yeah.
Working with Nipsey.
Okay.
No shit.
Oh man.
It was crazy to me how it happened because, like, I became a Nipsey fan in prison. Like, like it's so crazy. Like him being from the opposite side from where I grew up at, thinking I would never listen to his music, like, just because whatever, blah, blah. But, like, you know, like, Nipsey had a message, man. He was really inspiring. And I had the opportunity. I remember, like, it was 6 a.m. in the gym, and I saw him working out at Santa Monica 24-hour fitness. And I'm like, I'm telling my coworkers, like, that Nipsey just, they like, yeah, he come in here like at least 3 times a week. And I walked up to him and I just told him how I felt about his music. Like, bro, like, you got a message that's inspiring to people. Like, I listen to your shit, like, when I'm, like, feeling like giving up on this journey of being out here, having just done 10 years in prison and trying to, like, you know, fit back into society. Because I'm out here in the world, I'm 27, 28, and I just don't feel like I fit in. And, like, his music inspired me. He don't even know that. He don't even know me.
Right.
And I just felt like it was necessary that I told him that, like, you know?
Yeah.
And so we got to, like, having small talk around the gym and stuff like that. And one day he walked up to me and was like, man, I'm trying to get my upper body bigger. I need a little bit of legs. Like, you know what I mean? I want to fuck with you. And he gave me his number. And I was, like, super excited about this. And, you know, so I'd text him and be like, yo, bro, like, let's set some time up for a session, a trial session or whatever. But this was the time in which he was about to drop the marathon. So, like, he was under a lot of pressure. I'm pretty sure he was, you know. I was running into him frequently everywhere, not even at the gym, like, even at the Whole Foods down the streets. Like, it was just crazy how this just came around. And then, like, it never happened because he just told me, like, yo, bro, like, I'm just too busy. Like, I don't need a trainer right now. Like, he kind of, like, low-key snapped on me a little bit. But I was like, it's cool, though. Like, I understand. Like, man, you about to drop your debut album.
Right.
You know what I mean? It took you 10 years to finally make a breakthrough and somebody to know your name in the industry.
Right.
So I understand this. This is your moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a blessing to have, you know.
Just the contact.
Yeah, it was a blessing. Like,
what did his passing mean to you?
Oh, man.
Were you shocked?
Hella shocked, man. I just was like, I couldn't believe it when I first heard it. Like, I couldn't believe it. But just to come to the thought that I'd never hear music like his again, like anything new from him again, like to see his evolution. Like, I was rooting for him. Like, he's an underdog.
Right.
Yeah. He's an underdog just like me. You know what I mean? 10 years. They didn't want to hear his voice because he didn't want to take the industry path.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to do it my way and I'm going to cut the middleman and I'm still going to get to the top.
Right.
And he did it. And so for him to get right there and to just, like, drop, I'm like, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah. Were you ever able to reconnect with your father?
Yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I actually. Last time I saw my father was around Father's Day. You know, he was living with my grandparents, and you know, he decided that he wanted to live with them and still try to be sneaky about, like, doing drugs and shit. They told him he had to make a choice, and he made the choice to be homeless and to be able to do what the fuck he wanted over having a roof over his head and money in his pocket and a place to stay and stuff like that. That was his choice. Yeah. And I don't know, something came upon my heart around Father's Day, and I was like, I'm going to just find him somewhere. I know he's just around on a bike somewhere washing cars and shit. That's what he do to supplement his lifestyle and shit. And I was like, I'm going to just give him some money. People tell me, oh, you shouldn't give him money. He's a drug addict. I'm like, that's his fucking choice.
Right. That's my dad. So shut the fuck up.
That's his choice to do whatever the fuck.
That's right.
But this is in my heart, and this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
Damn straight.
And I did just that. Right. You know what I mean? And, like, you know, he tried to keep contact with me because now, you know, I'm a way in which he can get his drug addiction. But, like, that was cut then and there. Like, I just was like, I just felt like doing that. And every now and then, I don't know. That's my dad.
Yeah.
I just feel like
you don't have to explain that shit at all.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's up.
You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if I could help him, if I could help him or whatever, I will. At times I feel like being generous and helping him, I will. I don't know what that $100 will do for him. Right. I don't know.
That's interesting because on some deeper level, you know, we just got done talking about, there's a part of you that, you know, is not going to necessarily succumb to, like, any system. right? You're going to do it your way.
Right.
And in some ways, what you just described with your dad is that he made a choice. And there's people that are going to judge the choice. But you know what? He's not going to succumb to anything he doesn't want to succumb to. Right?
Just like me.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Man.
And at the end of the day, you can have 1 million people advising you, bro. But you're going to do what you're going to do. You always done what you're going to do. It's like I've always done what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, god damn, dog, like.
That was a great story.
I like, you know what, man? Just thank you for saying that about your dad, man. Because I've had people weigh in and want to tell me similar things about the whole drug. Don't give them, man. Like, man, listen, man. I'm going to do what I got to do. What they do with that is on them, man. But my heart's telling me this is what I got to do, you know? And that's your dad, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. So, like, I don't know, man. You've got, I want you to know, listen, for one, let's do one thing. People want to find you and they want to, like, check out and get some training done. How do they find you?
You can find me on my Instagram at Fit Like Sean. Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Fit Like Sean.
Fit
Sean
like Sean.
spelled how way?
FITLIKE_Sean SEAN.
Okay.
There you go.
Legit
Fit like
The
Sean.
right way. There we go.
Right. Which we're gonna post up and we're gonna tag Sean when the show, when you guys are listening to the show, there'll be a tag on there where you can reach out to him. Listen, brother, I wanna have you back on another show because I'd like to talk a little bit more about some nutrition, some health, some basic startup points maybe that our listeners could start with, something that some people can get engaged with, man. And you have a lot of knowledge, and you know, I think there's at this point in time in our lives, man, we can help our brothers and sisters in that way.
Hey, man, I'm on Fit Like Sean right now. Sean Wilson, right?
Yeah.
He's got some island photos on here with his shirt all open, fucking beefy-ass chest and a six-pack.
Let's help some people get fucking healthy, bro.
Right? Yeah. Look at that. Where was that? Where is this tropical paradise at?
Tulum.
Tulum. I love it, man.
My ex-wife loves Tulum. They're trying to buy a place in Tulum. Hey, listen, man, you've had quite a journey, bro. You're a gentleman, man. I like talking with
and
you.
A scholar.
And a scholar. I like having you here, man. And there's something about you, bro. I really have to say that, man. I told them on the way over, I go, just vibing with this dude, Sean. I told Nick the same thing, man. You got a good heart, man. And
Thanks, bro.
You come back, you use this place as a platform. Any way we can help blow you up and get your name out there, it's an open door policy for you, Sean. Anytime you want, you come on down, brother.
Appreciate that.
Are you locked up, or does some ladies out there got a chance with you?
I'm locked up right
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
Sean's off the market right now.
He says he's off the market, but any ladies need some personal training, see if they can knock him out. Get in here, see if they can shake him.
Got that 50-minute warm-up.
There you go.
Yup. But this dude's arms, bro.
I know.
He's bumming me all the ways out,
No,
bro.
I'm ready. I'm ready to start fucking.
Yeah, dog.
I don't care, COVID or not. I'm hitting back over.
I'm
going back
jumping
to
on
the
a
gym.
cycle tomorrow. On Monday, I'm getting on a good. That's like. Anyways, bro, let's thank you for coming in, bro.
Yeah,
It's good to
thank
have you
you.
here, brother.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all.
So
He's good people. Ovando Bowen, LLP. If you need legal advice, come see the Indian. I wear braids to court. I scare the judge. I scare your enemies.
That's it.
Sean, SEAN, at hardluckshow.com. All your audio needs, whatever.
Right.
Anything.
Okay, excellent, wonderful.
Anything. You got any
Special
plugs?
K? You got plugs? You got anybody you want to plug?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special K.
Special
right?
K? You got anything?
Yeah.
Are you available? Ladies want to work out with you?
Oh, no, not that, no.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/TheRizzle28.
Wait, what?
Twitch.tv/TheRizzle28.
What is that?
That's my stream. I game on, like, during
Awesome.
the week.
What do you play?
Right now I'm playing Valorant. I've been playing Call of Duty. I play Super Smash Brothers.
Dude, we have to get some of this footage and go over it, right?
Yeah.
Web behind the ears.
Do you have subscribers?
Man.
What was that?
Do you have subscribers?
I do have some followers. Yeah. I have, like,
Awesome.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
still small, but I'm still working. But yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. What?
Special K.
Special
Listen,
K.
I got to give a shout out to the Soul Assassins.
Yeah, of course.
All
Come
the
on.
Soul Assassins,
Who are
especially
you
my
kidding?
boy Esteban.
Jesus
Shout out to Burner, the whole Cookies family and
Yeah.
the Vibes family.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Yes.
to Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist.
Oh hell yeah,
Dudes, but they got nominated. That's my brother,
Yeah.
man, the
Yeah.
Alchemist. They
And
got
that-
nominated for a Grammy, so good looking out to those dudes, bro. Freddie
fire.
Gibbs and Alchemist.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the city of Santa Monica, I love everybody. in the city of Santa Monica.
and
the west side of Los
Hey,
Angeles.
you know what? Jamestown Sklallam Reservation, man.
There you
I
go.
fucking love it, man. Stiklam, the house of
Shenandoah and
Stiklam.
Pico. Yeah, Sherman and Pico. Yeah. All right, so,
Hey, and
yeah.
and any hoes that are in trouble,
Give us a call.
give us Queens of the Underground will help you out. And I can't say what, but I did just get hired to help a hoe.
There you go.
I
Another
did.
one.
Hey, Mozzie, when you're in LA, you need to come check in at us. Get at the show.
Right.
Mozzie.
All right.
All right, like we do about this time, adios, amigos from the Hard Luck Show. Yeah.
She sent the text like, can we talk? Bitch, I'm not Tevin Campbell. I walk and I'm decking and making an interest and know where the exit is.
We kick them hoes out, ain't no room service, we ain't bringing no breakfast in. Got an Oval Office in my house, bitch, send me off like a president.
I'm talking Jefferson, Edison, Clinton, so much pussy look like I'm selling it.
And the police know that I'm selling it. I did a 1 and a 2 with the heroin. And my nigga was stitching, he telling it. I had to jump off a wall with the Mexican. Gotta get me a brand new plug. I run out the dope and I'm out of my enemy.
We'll get back to your music shortly, but first, did you know that prescription prices are different at different pharmacies? You could literally drive across the street and get a different price. That's crazy. But with GoodRx, you can instantly compare prices at every pharmacy in your neighborhood and save up to 80%. You're probably thinking there's a catch, right? Nope. It's 100% free and can save you money whether you have insurance or not. In fact, it can often beat your copay. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance.